Michael Lee, the corner man on the inside, really has got the drop on him around the corner, goes by him in sweeping style. 4 qualifiers only. It really is a cutthroat meeting. The last 4 places in the Wembley Golden Jubilee World Final at stake. Michael Lee, 2018 from King's Lynn, Dave Jessup in second place. It is interesting that Peter Collins making really no impression at all on these 2 up front. Twice rained off this meeting. Tension has mounted for the last fortnight. Conditions a little bit wet and sticky, but not holding up Michael Lee. 3 points for him. Indeed, it was destined to be Michael Lee's night. He's in the white helmet. There he is in Heat 7. This is his second ride, and just watch the way he cleaves his way through this pack. John Louis on the inside. John Davis in grid 2 in blue makes the start. Lee is in second place, but then Dave Morton makes the bigger run around the outside. He's in yellow and black. There goes Morton. So it's Michael Lee, this tall, gawky teenager from East Anglia, back in third place. But just watch him go now. First, he nips inside Dave Morton. Then he's going after John Davis, the glamour boy of English Speedway. Davis looks composed, but he really has got a tiger on his tail, and Lee just powers under him there, flies by, and he really is in a winning mood. Michael Lee, the reigning champion, defending his title, son of a famous ex-scrambler, Andy Lee. In fact, Andy still does ride a bit on the continent, and his dad's in the pits, and Michael Lee looking awfully good here at Coventry in this British final. 4th last year in the World Final, and he really is looking like one of the boys to watch at Wembley on the big night on September the 2nd. Mike Lee over the line there. So after 20 races, we had Michael Lee the champion, we had Dave Jessup, and we had Malcolm Simmons qualifying. But who was going to get that all-important last place at Wembley? We've got the runoff here with Gordon Kennett on the inside in blue. Next to him, Steve Bastable from Cradley, Chris Morton in white. They all finished level, and this really must be just about the most desperate race of the season so far. Kennett gets to the corner first. The light getting very murky, as you can see. Morton tried the inside run, Bastable the outside there. So it's Steve Bastable, the Midlands wonder boy with enormous following at Cradley. He hits the front, but Gordon Kennett lying back in second place from White City is a master at driving around the line. They just watch him nip through there. Hardly room to get through an eye of a needle, but Gordon Kennett, he really is a superb inside line rider, and he hits the front here now, and he really looks set for Wembley. His first World Final beckoning. Bastable won't give up. Morton is tailed off a little bit at the back. So the big surprise, of course, Peter Collins, 2 engine failures. He goes out, so that means the fairy tale World Final, the Golden Jubilee World Final without its prince. But England still very, very strongly represented with Michael Lee. He really must start one of the favourites. Dave Jessup, a Wembley track specialist, of course, he rode for the Lions back for a couple of years in the early 70s, and Malcolm Simmons, and now Gordon Kennett there takes the 4th place and will represent England at Wembley on that big night.
So no Peter Collins, but still 4 very worthy English representatives to challenge the adipose favourites. Ivan Major of New Zealand, of course, the holder. The Great Dane, Ole Olsen. And the fast-emerging American Scott Autry of Exeter for the Golden Jubilee World title. Incidentally, the World Championship evening at Wembley.